Hello again, and today is a special day. We've been waiting for it for a long time. It's been dragging on and dragging on and dragging on. But finally, the verdict is in. The jury's in. Not the hotel. No. We've been deducted 9 points. To be honest, I feel a lot more positive than I thought I would. If you'd asked me a year or two ago, how would you react to Blues being deducted 9 points? I'd hate it. But it's a weird situation that we find ourselves in. Anyway, before we get into it, just want to say a big shout out to our sponsor, OneFootball. OneFootball was actually the app I found out about this on. They are like bang on it with the news. Like if anything big happens in football, especially related to a team that you're following, you'll get the news headline sent directly to your the front of your phone, the notification. It's incredible how quickly they actually get news stories out and get vital information out. So do check them out. The link is down in the description if you want to. If you haven't already, give it a go. So yeah, the EFL were apparently trying to give us a 12-point deduction for the technical reasons of why we've been deducted 9 points, like where they got the number from, etc. Al Majir is the man to go to. He has got an article on it which you should read. I'm going to just highlight some points from it, but I'm going to put the link to it down in the description because he's obviously spent time researching this. So if you want to read more about it, go and click the link. I'll put it in the top comment. So the link will be in the top comment if you want to check out Al Majir's article on it. Make sure you subscribe to this because honestly, he's so good with the Blues news. Right, so Al Majir has said the punishment for breaking the rules is 12 points, but it's on a sliding scale. We were £9 million over. That reduced it down to 7 points. Then because we complied with the letter sent by the EFL in August, that made it a deduction of 6. But because we were so far over 20 million above the threshold, they added another 8, which was an aggregating factor. They didn't see Christian Pedersen as an aggravating factor, so there has been no punishment for that in the end, because I think it's because the EFL allowed us to sign him. But yeah, as I say, if you do want more detail, go and check out the article. It's in the top comment. Go and check it out. I'm not here to give all the details on why it's happened and all that. I'm just I want to give my feedback on it, my reflections on it, my thoughts, and ask what you think about it going forward. So are you happy with it? Are you like, yeah, I'll take 9 points? Are you glad that the uncertainty's gone? Obviously there are 14 days for Blues to appeal. I'm praying that they don't, because I want it over with. We should take 9, bite their hand off for it, carry on, and hopefully the embargo's been lifted. Again, in Al Majir's article, he said it's not clear whether the embargo has been lifted or not. It's not really stated, but we might have to wait till after those 2 weeks are up. So we've had 9 points taken off us. Where does that put us? It puts us down to 19th in the table. That's 41 points. This time last year, we were on 33 points, so still, we're in an okay position. We've got 3 tough games coming up. I think we've got Baggies, Leeds, Sheffield. I don't know if it's in that order, but we also are playing teams around the bottom. We've got Wigan coming up, we've got Rotherham coming up, we've got Ipswich coming up, and Reading. So they're all down there. It's going to be exciting, but I feel like a couple of wins and we'll be okay. But again, it's just good that we don't have this cloud hanging over us, if you know what I mean. We've been wanting it for ages just to go. Obviously we're going to accept our punishment because we've broke the rules at the end of the day. So we've got to take it, and this is a big first in a way for the EFL, because I mean they've actually, because the profit and sustainability rules only came into play like 2015, 16, maybe 17, but not long ago, and this is the first points deduction over it. But there were a lot of clubs sort of flirting around, spending a lot of money, and you've got to think, are there going to be more clubs that find themselves in our situation? Even the Villa, that it could be them. If they don't go up, they're going to have to be careful. The one thing I hope has come from all this is that our owners have learned that we can't just go splashing the cash. We don't need to, and we can't just try and gamble on promotion. We don't, it's not the be all and end all. All we want to be is sustainable and grow this club to a place that one day be like fighting for the playoffs and playing some exciting football. We've got the right manager. We've got a good set of players. We don't need a lot, really. So yeah, do let me know if you think we're going to survive and where you think we're going to finish down in the comments below. Then we've got to look for next season. I'm praying that we don't have a transfer embargo, just because it would be really nice to be able to sign a couple of players. We shot ourselves in the foot last season, as there were a couple of players that we were actually interested in. John McGinn, for example, was quite cheap, went to the Villa in the end, and in fairness, he's a really good player. We've got Ollie Norwood, another centre mid. I think he was on a free, went to Sheffield United. Unreal. There are bargains out there, and I think Gary Monk will be aware of them, especially, you know, with Pep and everyone. I think, you know, we need to have a policy in line. We need some simple guidelines, and to be fair, we need to be signing players that fit our system. I think this summer will be the time for Hotta to go. I just don't think he fits it. I think we've been trying to like jam a square piece into a round hole for ages, and it looked like it was working for a bit, and then it's not really working. He's on a lot of money as well, so I would let him go. But I think, yeah, if we could just get a couple of transfers, a couple of million from, you know, Scandinavian areas maybe, I wouldn't mind that at all. I mean, look at Christian Pedersen, 2 million, and he's a quality player. I mean, the transfer almost added to all this trouble, but it didn't in the end. But we've got to take this. In my opinion, we've massively dodged a bullet. We've massively dodged a bullet here, because it could have been more. And you know, on another season, if we hadn't have had such a good season under Gary Monk, it could have sent us down. Even the 9-point deduction could have sent us down. It may still do. Like, we're not safe yet, by any means. You know, we haven't scored a goal in 4 games, but it's done now. So I feel like there'll be a new motivation in the team. There'll be a new motivation in the stands to push us forward, to get us through the rest of this season, and then we can actually start to rebuild in the summer. Crisis averted. Hello, mate. So that's it for today. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to give my thoughts on the point deduction and everything. But there will be an episode of What Happened in Football coming out this weekend, where I'll look into this a little bit and some other things across the football world, and try and have a bit more of a funny, just make a skit out of it or something. So let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, you Blues.